What is up, boys? So as you can see, today we are going to be looking at another King of Glory gameplay, and today we're going to be looking at the Batman, in fact, and you can see he looks way different. Of course, they did not have the DC sponsoring, so they do not have the actual Batman. I don't remember his name, but yeah, it's basically a really cool, edgy guy with like a, yeah, you can see, it just looks really cool. It looks like an anime character. So, right off the bat, if you look at the bottom right on the screen, you see 4 abilities. That is because Batman was reworked like 1 year ago, I think, in King of Glory. And he used to be the same as we have him in Arena of Valor. But if you guys have played Batman, you know that he's really strong early game. And then late game, he's just not that strong anymore. And that is, of course, an issue. So they didn't really know how to fix that, and it's not really fixable, so they decided to just rework him a little bit. So what they ended up doing is, instead of his ultimate having the invisibility portion, his ultimate is now just the dash. However, he has a 4th button, and it's not a skill, it's like a passive. You can see he cannot skill it up, it's just available from the start of the game. So you basically start with 2 abilities level 1. And let's see if he gets this kill. I think he will. That is a very clean gank. There we go. You see he already started ganking right after he took his blue buff. That is because this hero has to be played like this. Like, he's all about the early game, of course, starting with 2 abilities. Like, he can be invisible from level 1, and he can have his Batmarang thing from level 1 as well. And then he can stun people from invis. So you can see the ult is just a dash. Does still the same, like the same damage. Everything is pretty much the same. It's just that he can be invis starting level 1. So of course, this is really strong. The hero is all about, like, a lot of people like to play him jungle now, because yeah, I mean not jungle, sorry, support, because of course having an invis support level 1 that can just annoy the enemy jungler, just can roam, it's really strong. So especially in solo queue, it's pretty decent. And yeah, as you can see, he can just, the 4th button has a cooldown, 20 seconds, and whenever he just presses it, he turns invis. And it's the same invisibility as Batman. You see the circle. If an enemy is close to that circle, he will see eyes above his head, indicating that you are close to him. It's the exact same thing, just, yeah, you can be invis level 1. That is, of course, really cool. Now, they did that because they didn't know how to fix the hero, because just like in our game, Batman is, or was, very strong early game. At level 4, he would just one-shot everything, but then later he would just be not that useful, right? Late game. And this is still the same here, but I guess they just gave him even more early game strength, because he's not only useful from level 4 now, he's also useful from level 1. So doing that, they just made him like even more of an all-in hero. Like, either you win early game really hard and your team does the rest for you, like you get a Kali mid lane fed or a L'Oreal and she just carries you, and look, you can see this damage. It's the same as AoE. This damage is not surprising for Batman. And yeah, he's already 4-0. This is how a proper Batman should play. He should carry the early game super hard, and then the late game, if he's really good, he can still carry, but it's up to his team, pretty much. And here you can see his mid laner is not clearing the wave, so he's gonna do that real quick. And yeah, just really interesting. Now, will this rework come to Arena of Valor? I highly doubt it, because you know how all of the new heroes that have 4 skills in King of Glory, they get reworked to have 3 skills in Arena of Valor. And even if they're adapted, they change some abilities, maybe combine 2 of them, and then it's just a 3 ability hero. I think they just don't want 4 buttons. I don't know. I guess Arena of Valor, like the dev team, just doesn't want it to have 4 buttons. You can see he just bullies this poor Aleister. Like, he can't do anything. He's diving him under the tower for the 2nd time now. It's just, he cannot do anything. And the ult cooldown is pretty low, as you can see. Like, I mean, it's just a dash portion, but yeah, of course, this version is much stronger than our version, much cooler to play as well, because like this hero seems easy, but it really isn't that easy because you have to know where to go level 1 and level 2. And you saw this guy, he started blue buff, immediately went to gank the Lubu top, didn't succeed, immediately went to invade red buff. Like, he just got all the early game already wrapped up right at that moment. So already carried the full early game right in the first 2 minutes basically. So yeah, like, he knows how to play this, and as I said, this is pretty high rank. I think this was early start of the season, and his macro is very, very impressive. So I think this is really high rank. Like, it's only about 1400, and I've shown you 2000 rank players, but this is only about 1400 elo. But if it's early season, it might as well be 2000 because it's still gonna be top 500 China. So yeah, and now he's just scanning the map. He's just waiting for this poor Aleister again. He's just gonna be waiting. Is he gonna come? I'm gonna laugh so much if he dies again. He misses. Unlucky. He flickered, I think. I think he flickered. I think the Aleister got so scared as soon as he saw those eyes, even though he missed his boomerang, he flickered away immediately. That is funny. Okay, so he's gonna get this. He ults the thing. It's only a 17-second cooldown ult. Now he's just waiting again. They just want to kill this Aleister. I'm sure the Aleister picked... Yeah, exactly. See how he immediately... Aleister was just spamming his ult, because he just wants to catch out this Batman with his ultimate under tower. But if you just get one shot, yeah. They also picked Timmy, and Timmy of course hard counters Batman. Like, if you ask any good Batman player, Timmy hard counters you, because you can't one-shot anyone if Timmy has ult. But this guy managed to go 8-0 after 7 minutes with a Timmy on the enemy team, and Aleister as well. He's just gonna one-shot, and he ults in a way that he hits both. That was beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. He ults that he barely hits Ryoma still, and he hits the other guy as well to just deal more damage that they can kill him faster. This guy is really, really skilled at this hero. Now, I do not have the information if this is the best Batman in China, but it seems like this. It definitely seems like it. Like, this guy's playing out of his mind right now. And yeah, he goes invis again with the passive. I like this. Like, it's the same for Sephara, by the way. Sephara has 3 skills in our game, but in King of Glory she has a 4th button. It's also a passive. You can skill it up, and it basically turns you into either dealing damage to the enemies AoE whenever you use a skill, or healing allies AoE whenever you use a skill. And in Arena of Valor she just does both with her passive. Like, whenever she uses a skill, she deals a little bit of damage, heals a little bit everyone in your team. But in their game you have to constantly switch these stances, you know, you always have to press that 4th button depending on if you want to heal or deal damage. So yeah, I like this 4th button. I guess they don't want that in Arena of Valor. I agree, 3 buttons is simpler, it's cleaner. It's very weird to have some heroes 4 skills, some heroes 3 skills. For me it's really weird. I can see why they don't want to have that, but yeah, 3 is enough, it's fine. But they just shouldn't, some of the King of Glory heroes just need the 4th, you know, otherwise you just butcher them. He can't do anything, he's just gonna get ulted. This is beautiful. Look how mad he is. He is so sad, dude. Look, he goes in and he just ults away. He does the thing, he ults away, the guy has the mark on him, and he flickers. Look at the minimap. He flickers. Look at Aleister on the minimap. See, he flickered even though he had the mark on his head and he knew he would die. That is so funny. Like, you tilt people so hard with this stupid hero. Batman is literally the toxicity of, like, it's the epitome of toxicity, to be honest. But to the enemy team, it's crazy. Like, how tilted is that Aleister? And the thing is, it's not even Batman being a bully, it's the best way to play Batman. You choose one target and you just perma-gank that stupid target all game. Because A, you're gonna tilt him. B, if you gank him once and his flicker is down, you should repeat gank him until his flicker is up again, because he's just gonna keep dying, you know? He can't do anything against this hero. He's just gonna keep dying. And yeah, they only have one super squishy target, and it's the Aleister. They have Ryoma side lane, the enemy team, They have the Boatman side lane, which is really tanky. And then they have... I mean, I think they have Ryoma jungle, I'm sorry. And then they have Lubu side lane, and you can't really kill any of them. And then their support is Krizix, which is also kinda tanky. Not really, but... I mean, the enemy support is Timmy, which can revive and stuff. So you just have to permagank that Aleister. It's your only target. And yeah, he's just looking again. He is just waiting again. And he bought, of course, the movement speed boots. And you know the funny thing is he's 12-0-1. And the game standing is 8-11. I would be pretty tilted right now if I was him. Because he's playing out of his mind. And he has to play even more out of his mind to win this. Because his team is not doing a lot. And he's just waiting again. He's just waiting for that Aleister. But the Aleister is a little bit too far away. And now he's with Timmy. So he knows he can't go in. But now Timmy used the ult. And he just cleans it up. He didn't even have to ult. See? That's the beauty. You don't, you didn't actually waste your ult now. You still have your ult right now, you see? Ooh, the other guy hit. Nice, the Lee Sin got the kill. Now, you still have your ult. He was invis all the time, but he still had his ult. You know, you don't waste both parts. If you just want to go invis, you can do that. If you just want to ult, you don't have to go invis first and wait for the little bats to fly around you and stuff like Batman does, right? It's not a delay. You can just ult immediately. So definitely, probably feels way more fun to play as well right now after this rework. Now you can see he's just going for the dragon. He uses ult on the minions a lot. I'm not sure if you can do this in Arena of Valor. I don't really play this hero, but I don't see many Batmans use ult on minions a lot. Like he uses it for like the 3rd or 4th time this game, so yeah. The enemy blue buff is up as well, I think. You can see he checks items quite often as well. He checks his items. Yeah, he checks items quite often. He checks gold. You can see his team is 7k ahead. But as I'm saying, guys, this hero is not that strong late game. So we shall see if he can win this. Like, the enemies can easily come back. Especially if Aleister gets, buys like 1 armor item and then can't get 1 shot anymore, you just ult him. I don't think he dies. Yeah, I don't think so. The Lubu is too... What? That did so much damage. I think the Raz hit a fireball. I'm not sure. I think the Raz hit a fireball there. But yeah, that was disgusting damage though. I didn't expect that. I didn't check his items, but I'm pretty sure it's just full AD. Like there's nothing else to do as a Batman in this game. You just want to one-shot as long as possible. And at some point you're not going to be able to anymore. And look where he waits. He waits at the like furthest possible point into their base. Look, he's practically behind the enemies. They are so mad. He's gonna die, I think. No, Ryoma actually didn't die because the other guy went into his ult and let him heal. That was a mistake by his teammate, unfortunately. Otherwise he would have killed that Ryoma. But he also missed the ult on the return, so it's a little bit of a mistake by both, I guess. You can see, by the way, he's playing with a Volcat. And you're dead. Bye-bye. Poor guy. Can he end here? Nah, he's gonna back out. The Ryoma was respawning. He's gonna go invis. He's gonna be shown here. No, it doesn't reveal him. It just did damage to him. He just wants to get this blue buff. Maybe get a Slayer, but 2 of his teammates died. Are you gonna solo it? Yeah, he decides to solo it. Let's see how much damage he does. He went Spear of Longinus, Muramasa, Fenrir, I think. Let's see how much damage he does to this. He does so much damage to the Slayer, but I guess it's the percentage damage on his S1, right? He has that in AoV too, I'm pretty sure. So that just shreds the Slayer there. He sells the jungle item, buys Omni Arms, has a Death Sickle as well. I mean, pre-orders the Omni Arms. I don't think he finished it. Not sure actually. But yeah, full as much AD and damage as he can get, basically. He already finished the Omni Arms. Okay, he's super fed now. He's 6 items, fully juiced up, 15-0. But they do have an Aleister ult, they do have tanky enemies, and they do have the Timmy. And he is still invis though. he is still invis. And the cool thing about this invis is that while you're invis, the cooldown is already going down. So you can kill someone and go invis again. And you can't do that in Arena of Valor, of course, because, yeah, the ult works differently. And he just kills that guy. Yeah. The way he's playing, it's like, it's high elo. But the way that Aleister is playing, it's like, yikes, dude. But I guess it's just, he's tilted. He sold the Death Sickle because it ran out, and he bought the Blade of Eternity, and there we go. He gets the victory. That was a beautiful game. Yeah, I think this is a really clean rework. We'll see how much damage he dealt. You could see there 1500. Let's see if he shows the damage. Come on, man. Come on, man. Show the damage. Are you gonna show the damage? No? Okay. Unlucky. No damage, I guess. No damage, guys. Okay. I would say, like, it seems like he did a lot, but you know how Raz is. She just keeps throwing these fireballs, and it ends up that she does like 30%, and he probably did like 25%. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of this really good player. And if you have any other suggestions for these videos, then let me know your hero wishes in the comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.